that movie? Signs.
Okay.
Thank you, I got it. You gave me something, right? You left me something.
Stop the violence! Stop the violence! Break the silence!
Lyle, you're on camera.
Break the silence! Stop the violence! Stop the violence!
Smile, you're on camera.
stand over here. We'll find someone to stand, okay? You heard me? I'm gonna go stand over there. Okay.
Yeah, Clark, let me hear it. I gotta tell them what they for. Let me hear it. Let's read it. Alright, we're here today for our annual Stop the Violence. I'm glad everybody's going to participate. The main thing is that we cannot forget. This is a 24 hours, 365-day theme. I'm here to introduce our principal, our esteemed leader, Mr. Dash. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Good morning. That's allowed. Stop the violence. There you go, louder. Good morning, students, staff, and members of our community. I would like to thank you all for taking part in a time out to support our annual Stop the Violence March. Today, in every country throughout the world, there are many children silently suffering from violence. This violence takes many different forms. It can be physical, it can be mental, or just ongoing violence. What we would like to do is to ease the fear. We know every child can discover by himself that violence is not a good thing. We can offer hope with marches like we have today. Stop the violent marches. We have to remind our community that we are human beings and part of the community, and we do not like violence. Violence affects all of us, whether it's someone hurting your friend, your family, or even your neighbor. The only way to overcome the suffering is to plant the words of peace within our community. Before we engage in nonviolence, we need to understand that violence is often a result of people being greedy and people having hatred. When I say that, I mean, you know, like when people get new things, you get new shoes, you get new coats, your family get a new car, you always got the haters out there. And those people do not like to see other people strive. So they try to interrupt your success. That's called hatred. But today, we hold the key to all of this negativity. We can fight these evils with love, compassion, and helping our friends and families to become better individuals. Use our words to help, not to hurt. Be kind to everyone and be a peacemaker. Be a what? All of you understand that, right? All right. To stop the violent march, like the one we're having today, can help us build a new city, East Orange, and all the people in East Orange help us make us better. Straight out, just make us better people in the community. And as you grow older, you will understand when you face negativity and people trying to hurt you, you'll know how to use words rather than being physical. Do you understand? All right. One more time, nice and loud.
Good job. All right. Right now, I'd like to introduce Miss Bedeline, the founder of our Spanish club. She'll be coming up. Let me hear it.
Okay, the Spanish club from 4th grade, could you please come and join me? And 3rd graders and 4th graders, get ready to let this community know in another language why we are protesting. We have different people in our community, and one of the languages we speak around East Orange is Spanish. So I want them, with the help of 3rd graders and 4th graders, to say the protest sayings that we have in Spanish. So here is the first one. We say, break the silence, don't fight. Ready? Set, go.
Rompe silencio, no pelees. Rompe silencio, no pelees. Rompe silencio, no pelees.
Great.
Rompe silencio,
No pele. The next one that we have is they don't like something. And I'm going to ask what it is, and they will say la violencia, right? Ready? No me gusta. Set, go.
no me gusta.
¿Qué?
La violencia. No me gusta.
¿Qué?
La violencia.
Excellent. And the last one is a very emphatic no to the violence. And this is the one that everybody likes. 2 times. Ready? Dile.
No a la violencia. Dile no a la violencia. Dile no a la violencia.
Gracias.
In a minute. So, last, speaker. Is that our speaker?
Good morning, East Orange Community Charter School. Our classroom 4-3 would like to share a song with you, and we sang it last year, and it's about being proud of yourself, being brave, and it's called Perfect by Amir, a cover by Pink. Thank you.
Make sure you
going to introduce to you Officer Hamilton. He's been in the East Orange Police Department for over 20 years. He's worked patrol, detective bureau, and he's been in the school squad and community service for quite a few years. He's a veteran of the department. He knows what he's talking about. He's going to give you some tips on how to stop the violence, and he's going to speak a little bit about bullying. Good morning. Once again, I'm Officer Hamilton. What was that song we were singing this morning? Perfect? That's a good job. I enjoyed the song. All right, once again, I'm Officer Hamilton. I'm currently assigned to the schools. I work at East Orange Campus High School right about now. I've been working in community services. I've worked patrol. I've done it all. I've actually had the chance to go out to Disney World to learn about violence prevention and youth and violence in the communities. And one of the things that we learned from that summit was kids should mostly, at these younger years, should learn to participate in more after-school activities. And what we've also learned is at this young age, we should be teaching our children to start really preparing for what it is that they want to do in the future. As early as 8 years of age. How many 8-year-olds we have here? Not a lot. You got 9-year-olds? Okay.
A lot of 8-year-olds.
All right. Okay, you can put your hands down. You can put your hands down. Okay, I want to talk to you guys. You got to listen up. I want you guys to understand a few things. As you get older, especially today, times have changed. Technology has changed. We are now in the internet world. And I was asked to talk to you guys about bullying, but one of the main pieces that I need you to understand is the concept of not using your computer and the internet to bully other people. That's a serious offense today. The laws have changed. They have passed legislation now to saying if we can prove that you're guilty of bullying, sending messages through Facebook and all these other social media websites, then now, they can find reasons to kick you out of school and do all other things to make your life miserable. So, we're going to be smart and we're not going to use the internet to bully children and pick fights, right? We got to understand that we can't do it anymore. It's not what's acceptable anymore. They're really coming down on that. I was also asked to talk to you about stopping the violence. I'm just talking at the high school because we did a Stop the Violence, symposium, so to speak, the other week. And we were just asking some of the questions on what we can do to reduce violence in high school kids and violence in the city. We are all responsible. Each one teach one, right? If you find somebody that's picking on somebody, or if you hear of a fight or some violence is about to occur, as citizens of the United States, we have an obligation to report it. That stop snitching thing, we don't even live by anymore. We're going to stop the violence, we're going to be honest, and we're going to be respectful citizens in our community. Right? We have to love one another and we have to get along. Like I said earlier, the most important thing that we've come to learn is that you guys must participate in your school and after-school activities. For the young ladies, you guys need to participate in, I don't know what it is that's available. I know the young men love playing football and basketball, and I like to see more baseball players here. I've been asked to form a baseball program in the city because I have a 16-year-old son who's actually very good at baseball, and we travel all over the country to play baseball. So I've been asked now to come and help out with the baseball program in East Orange. But that doesn't dismiss the females neither. I like to start softball also. But key to it is, between the hours of, we found out that between the hours of 3 and 7 is when most of our violence occurs and when most of our female problems occur. Between the hours of 3 and 7. So the only way to combat it is what? Participate in programs between those hours. Now that even means going to the library and be studying in the library between those hours. We can do other things than play sports. There are social clubs that you can join. You know, we need more musicians. There's so many things that you guys can be part of to help to reduce the violence. We're all responsible for each other. All right? I mean, I apologize. I was sitting here on the last notice. I usually prepare a little better, but I was just sitting here 5 minutes ago, and I didn't know what I was coming to talk about. I'm usually the gang expert. I call myself an expert because nobody can tell me any different. But I'm usually the gang expert, and I'm usually the, I'm the liaison for the police department when the community is, in an outrage over bad situations and bad incidents. But I mean, listen, I applaud you guys for the great song that you sang, and I hope that this message or anything that anybody said to you in regards to violence, I hope it resonates in your mind, because like I said, I've been here over 20 years and I've seen far too often young kids get caught up in bad situations. And in closing, I'm just going to talk about a case that took place about 15 years ago concerning a kid named Lionel Tate that happened in Florida. The reason why I usually talk about this and like to discuss it is because it's relevant to your age. Lionel Tate was horse playing with his little cousin, was watching wrestling, committed a wrestling act, accidentally choked her and killed his little cousin. Lionel was about 11 to 12 years old. Lionel was sentenced to prison for the rest of his life. We don't need another Lionel Tate here. We don't need that. I understand he was only playing, he was horse playing, but that whole family became affected. And I try to tell kids that want to join gangs, it's a real bad situation. Why? Because the minute you join a gang, an incident that took place 3 years ago you had no knowledge of, you're now part of it. The other side don't know that you wasn't there. Now you involve your family, your friends. We've had situations where we had to relocate kids because they wanted to join gangs and do stupid things. Stay smart, stay in school. Let's get our table fixed. All right. I thank you guys. You did a great job. I'm happy I captured your attention, but I hope you guys can understand that we want to keep the peace. We want to stop the violence, right? So at the count of 3, I want everybody to yell, "Stop the violence!" Okay? 1, 2, 3.